Good morning. Today is lesson number 15. We're going to talk about more about parameters. I rerun the program. So parameter dictionary, let's go look at what it does. All right. First thing it does, it's going to bring the value here. It can initialize it. It's going to call the init function. The init function will look at it, what it does. Init function is just initialize the data here into an empty or none value. Okay, you have first, middle, and last. Okay, that's very simple. Okay, when you init, then you're gonna bring the storage. When you bring the storage up, what you have been initialized, it's gonna bring 1 equal blank, middle equal blank, last equal blank. Okay, that's very simple. And the next one is you do a lookup function. Okay, lookup function, let's look at what it does. Lookup, it just take the data, label the name, and then what it does is you can return the data, label, get name. Okay. Now, when you first time call, let's say you wanna look up the storage, the storage is empty, and you wanna passing a middle, and you passing a line. When you're doing that, it doesn't find it, it's gonna bring none. Okay. And the next one is you initialize a name, and then you init a name. You store a name to Michael Bruce Lee. Okay, and then you're gonna say look up my name, middle, and Bruce. When you do that, it's gonna bring Michael Bruce Lee, and it turns into a dictionary. Okay, why? Well, let's look at it. You pair these two value. Okay, 1, 2, 3. But what you return? It return dictionary. Obviously, it return the data with this. This is the key, and also return the value, which is the name. Okay, so when you do that, you return Michael Bruce Lee in the dictionary format. Okay, that very important. All right, I think it's done with the this function, parameter function. Now we're gonna comment it out. We're gonna go to the next one. And the second one we're gonna do is more function. Okay, let's look at more function, what it does. More function is can initialize the name, init a name, and then store it. Okay, let's look at the store function, what it does. The store function, what it take a data and the full name, and then assign a name into a full name, split it up, and by looking up to the length of the name equal to 2, then it's gonna insert a blank to it. Okay, let's say you have a name, first name, and then last name, and it's in a blank, so you have a blank between it. And then label, you're gonna assign a tuple. Okay, it's the tuple with one first, middle, and last. And then you can use a for loop to say for label name in the zip label and name. This function is gonna make sure it's the sorted up correctly, alphabetically. Okay, so with the name, label, and the name, and you're gonna say people equal look up data, label, and name, which is what value you passing to. The data you passing over here, the label, which is you already created here, and the name you are right here. You take it. Okay, and then use the if statement. If people, if it is people, then it's gonna append it. Okay, it adds people in the list. Otherwise, it's gonna create a label for it. It's gonna have a data, a label, a name, and a full name. That's all. That's all it does. Okay. Now, let's go look at more function here. You said I want to store it. Okay, you're going to store this. You're going to store Philip Yang and William Yang, and then you're going to print a lookup. Okay, let's run this program so you can see it. Okay, I think I already have that in there. Just to make sure I have it. Okay, more function. Okay, let's run more function. There we go. Now let's go find out more function. Okay, so you're gonna print a lookup value. It's gonna print Philip Yang and William Yang. Okay, because you store the first one, you store Philip Yang. The second one, you store William Yang. So when you do lookup, last name Yang, it's gonna sort alphabetically by the Yang. So you have Philip Yang and William Yang. If you put first name, it can sort by the first name. Okay. So now you're gonna store a Peter, Mr. Peter in there. The same, look it up. It doesn't found it. It doesn't found it. It's gonna add it. When it added, you print it out. It's gonna look at the middle with a blank. Okay. So it should have. So everyone should have blank, blank, and blank. So eventually it's gonna print 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Now go to the next one. This is already done, so we're gonna comment it out. We're gonna go do this one, print greeting. Let's take a look at it. All right, this one, print greeting, is in here somewhere. Right. You you create a function called greeting one. Right. Greeting one is easy. You passing parameter to this, that, and you just print the string. And greeting two, you do the same thing, except that this one go here and this one go there. Okay. And print three, whatever it is, it go 1, 1. Okay. So when you print excuse me. When you print greeting one, it's gonna print good morning Philip, because this is the value you're passing to, right? 1 and 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1. So they are the same. So it's gonna say Philip, good morning Philip. So good morning Philip. Now the second one, you said good morning Philip, but however you reverse it, right? You put a name first, right? and then greeting at the end. Okay, so it doesn't matter. The name here doesn't matter. You can say X, Y, Y, Z, whatever. But the position of it is important, right? So this one you want a position, you want to print over here, and this one you print over here. When you do that, you can print Philip, good morning. Okay. Even though you put this one in here, so it doesn't matter. The position over here determines it, not over here. Okay. And the third one, the same thing. Name, create is the same. You can say, good morning, Philip. So that's what it does. So I just want to let you understand the position when you're passing and when you're printing is important. What you're passing, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. The next one is, let's go comment it out and do a printing default. Okay. What it does, let's run it. All right. Printing default. That's what its name said. It assigns a default value, right? You can say greeting equal good afternoon and name equal to Patrick. Okay. And when you print it, right, you create greeting somewhere here. Greeting default. Okay, greeting default right here. You don't pass any parameter at all. You pass a blank. So you pass a blank, you assume to be this. It's gonna good morning Patrick. If you're just passing one parameter, it's gonna say good evening Patrick, because Patrick is a default value. If you passing different parameter, it's gonna say Nho Nhung Sun Gió, it's gonna bring Nho Nhung Sun Gió. So whatever, so this is useful, give you a default value like that. Okay. All right, the next one I'm gonna comment out and I print the last one. Let's run the program. Okay, this is the key. This is very important. I want you to understand. Okay. The tuple parameter. Where is it? The tuple parameter. Ping parameter. Okay, ping parameter. And then look at tuple parameter. Right here. Define tuple parameter. What it does is you use asterisk. By use asterisk here, you assign the value to be a tuple. This one here, the same thing. You assign the title and passing a tuple. You're gonna print a title and you can print a tuple. To asterisk, it automatically assign a dictionary. Okay, so. And this is the example, you're passing x, y equal that, and this is the tuple, this is a dictionary, okay? That's parameter number 4. Okay, you print a tuple parameter, it's gonna print the first one. You can say this is a test with a comma. A comma indicates a tuple, okay? Tuple parameter number 2, you're gonna do that. You assign 1, 2, 3, it's gonna print 1, 2, 2, it will become a tuple. The parameter number 2, you passing this value and that, it's gonna print out parameter and then this value. Okay. The third parameter, you assign x equal y, x equal 1, y equal 2, z equal 3. And when you do that, it's gonna assign x equal that and and it becomes a dictionary. And the last one you passing 1, 2, 3, right? And then you passing these 3 together, and the last one you pass these together. When you do 1, 2, 3, it just print 1, 2, 3, okay? And then the next one, because it's a tuple, it can make it to tuple like this, right? With a square bracket. And the last one, with the 2 asterisk, you can make it to a dictionary. That, and that's it. So very important to understand the parameter you're passing and whatever the position of it. Okay. This is a quite long lesson today, so it's about 13 minutes. So I see you next time. Bye.